Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, morning. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yeah, I just woke up. I've risen, yes. I've been awake for a while, actually. We have arisen. We're arising. Every day arising. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sim is arising too. Andromeda is arising. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's right. You can't keep this sun down, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We give that job to religion, to keep the sun down. You want the sun down, go to ISKCON or somewhere. Have a nice twilight zones. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hey, we have a special guest today, unexpected guest. There he is. All right, Johan, please accept my obeisances. Beautiful soul there who loves Radha and Krishna. Friend of Lalita and Vishaka. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, you ISKCON people and Gaudiya Math and Samiti, stay away from this place, man. You'll become mad like Johan and Lalita. This is crazy. You don't want that. You don't want this terrible disease where you laugh and you cry uncontrollably. Hare Krishna, right, Adramana? They don't want this, do they? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. I was just thinking of reading a chapter, The Tree of Devotional Service. A wonderful chapter, it's kind of what we're doing, kind of what we're doing. Hey, Maria, welcome. Welcome. Going to hear about the Tree of Devotional Service. Isn't Maria great, Did you see her chanting yesterday? Really nice chanting. Yeah. She's so into what we're doing. I love to see, like enthusiastic people, she's like, I gotta arrange her. She wants to arrange. Oh, like, see, it's like, must be from past lives. She wants, people that do this, they like, well, like they want to make the priority this chanting. It's like, oh, well, we got to do this, and this is important, and I'll arrange this and arrange that, arrange everything around it. See, that is amazing because you know what is real life inside. When you know what is real life, you want, that's your priority, and if it's a spiritual priority, oh, that's amazing. It's like Krishna really sends really sincere people here. It's amazing. Um, yeah. So anyway, Tree of Devotional Service, man. Yeah. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual master of the entire world, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose mercy even a dog can swim across a great ocean. And I'll tell you, man, this, all of Prabhupada and Bhakti Vinod and Bhakti Siddhanta, our lines preaching, is all leading to understanding the mercy, this postgraduate course here, of the mercy of the spiritual master of the entire universe, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And that's what it's all about, man, is tune in to the mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's all it is. It's a tuning in to it, tuning. See, people have not tuned into it yet. That's why they preach something different. See, we're here on the order of Prabhupada and Krishna to help people tune into the extraordinary, amazing grace of Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu to give this bhakti. I mean, we're the proof of it, man. See, we're proof of his work. This cannot be done. This is why the Gaudiya Smiti cannot believe this. They cannot believe that is what is happening here. But it's true because, we're just proving, we're teaching the postgraduate. Postgraduate is just simply the mercy of Lord Caitanya. He's the spiritual master of the universe, and it is his will to give this bhakti freely. And when he, chooses people to do it, that then it is done. Though whoever believes that preaching, they advance in spiritual life like that simply by the will of Krishna. This is what Jesus taught. He knew also. That's why he said, "Who are my real brothers in this world? Are those who do the will of God." He knew the will of God was just to accept the message he brought. Okay? I know the will of God too. It is simply to accept the message that the spiritual master of the universe has brought already. On the order of the parampara. I'm not acting independently even. Dependent on that order. That's why it's so powerful. And it works. Proof of work. Not my work. Well, you could say like I have my part to play, what a flute does, but on the work of the Lord, the will of God is that prema be distributed, right? Love of Krishna, enjoying, not cleaning toilets your whole life like Lalita brought up. The toilet, let the Lord be the toilet cleaner. We're the toilets, man. Let him clean the toilet. He's Mr. Clean. Very easy. He just shows up and boom, spick and span. You ever use spick and span, man? He's the origin of spick and span, man. He just shows up and everything is clean. Isn't that amazing? I love this kind of spiritual life. The Lord just shows up and everything is spiritually advanced. Everything is benedicted. Everything is beautiful. Everything is buttered up with bhakti. Yeah, it's just fantastic, man. See? And so the tree of devotional service, it's a great chapter. Yeah. See, by whose mercy even a dog can swim over a great ocean, man. So what am I saying? Something that's not true? Am I exaggerating? If a dog can swim over a great ocean because of the mercy of Lord Caitanya, look at that dog of Shivananda Singh, man. He swam over. All he did was become a friend of a devotee who was empowered with love of Gaur and Radha and Krishna. That was it. That is the that is the teaching of the Guru of the universe. And that's why these people don't have it they're in religion still, in all ISKCON and all of that. They haven't found the shelter of somebody that is empowered by that Guru of the universe and proves it. Yeah. That's it, man. We're just teaching the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Just come under that shelter. That mercy is here. Why die without it? I mean, I see how ridiculous, on Facebook, all these devotees devoid of that mercy, man. They don't even know where there's these blind, so-called scholars, blah blah, and they talk about one lady is talking about sadhu sangha, and I just wanted to say, if I didn't lose the thing, I was going to say it anyway. I just say, man, you're in fake sadhu sangha. Come to real sadhu sangha. Get the real Krishna, man. Why are you satisfied with fake stuff? Man, you got a colored piece of glass that can do nothing for you, and just talk sadhu sangha, but no real sadhu sangha. You got real sadhu sangha. You got real ecstatic expression of love of Krishna, like you saw before, or no, you never saw. You read about, but you don't understand because you got to hear it from the devotees who experience these things. Yeah. Experience life everlasting. You notice, doesn't this last? Every day of the year we're doing this, man. And we're just getting started. We're just revving the engines. You ever see those sports cars? Run, 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 run. Just revving the engines and people are getting ecstatic already, man. We haven't even moved down the road. We haven't peeled rubber yet. Yes, we can say that, Upendra. Why not, man? The web of a spider, man. Capture everybody in it, man. It's fantastic. The love of Krishna, man. Wow. Man, I look forward to meeting Krishna every day. Isn't it nice, Lalita? Every day we get to meet Krishna and Radha and dance for the rasa dance. And let everybody's mouth, can't be true. It must be Sahaja. It must be Sahaja. Sahaja, man. Hey, man, they called my master Sahaja too. Lord Caitanya was called Sahaja by so many of the student community. You guys are just, we know where you fit, man. You're just in the student community like you do, like they did. I know history. You don't. People out there don't. That's proof that when I'm Gohari and these people are not Sahajas, we know history. We know that you out there calling us Sahajas were out there calling Lord Caitanya and Narottam Sahajas too. They called him a Sahaja too because he cried for Krishna and laughed also, like us. So why are we're not? I'm not above Lord Caitanya. If they laugh at him, they're going to laugh at me and Lalita and everybody else, Johan, all that stuff. But do we care? No, man, we got to be the verses, man. Laugh and cry and not care about outsiders because you're outside, man. You might want to stay outside. You want to be that little baby on the doorstep that never gets picked up? Well, then stay on the doorstep. And wah, okay, man, We can pick up the basket and bring it inside. Everybody's an orphan in this world, actually, unless you are reconnected with the Lord. Everybody is blind. The Lord opens our eyes, man. That communion again. Our soul, when it is awakened, now we can see something. Otherwise, you're not seeing nothing. Man. You're just looking at darkness. You're looking at uh, um, um, the modes of nature. You're looking at words that are dark. Just you're looking at blackness. Actually, everybody. They don't see anything. Just seeing, the modes, seeing trees and the door and all of that stuff. They're looking and meditating on that their whole lives. And wonder, why am I unhappy? Why am I unhappy? Because you're not looking at life, man. You come here, we'll get you to look at life, real life. We'll teach you the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the thing called love. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. All glories to Lord Caitanya, who is known as Gaurahari. All glories. That's right. You got to meet Gaurahari, man. You got to meet a Gaurahari. Got an ego statement? Got to meet a Gaurahari? Oh, we got to meet you? Yeah, you got to meet. You got to beat the big me, man. You got to beat somebody surrendered to the Lord, man. Where the Lord takes over and walks in and does his thing. I'm here to do his thing, not my thing. His thing. His thing is to deliver the universe. I'm here to participate. You need some kind of knotted flute, holes here and there, to do it. How about you guys out there? Are you willing to do his thing? Or you still want to do your thing, man? Your dreams. What do you want? Want a boat? You want a man and a woman? Want problems? Oh, of course, you never think they're problems. You want to follow lies? You want to follow the Pinocchios? There was one good picture. They had a Pinocchio with a big nose, a big lie, and a carrot, and all these people following it and falling off the cliff. All the masses, they're following Pinocchio, following lies. It's all lies. The demigods are lying to you also. They're all lying. Just a little whiter lie. That's all. Still, a white lie is a lie, right? Don't come here. I'll just tell you that really straight out, flat out truth about life. That it's all within the Lord. The Lord was showing me that. I was like, oh man, that's great. Everything is in Krishna, man. Even those little demons and Charles Schwab and all that stuff is inside him, inside the body of the Lord, and he uses that. It's like antibodies, it's like cells. Like the bad cells attack this cell, and then the immunity system comes up and all of that stuff. It's kind of like that. The Lord is building antibodies against all of this stuff. And see, antibody. See, he's the supreme immune system, man. See, the antibodies come and attack everything that's unhealthy. And in this time now, everything that's not spiritual is unhealthy. Everything that's not pure bhakti is unhealthy. So the Lord's attacking it all. We're attacking. We're his flute. We're his sword, man. We're his Sudarshan chakra, attacking everything. And so that the immune system can reign supreme. He is that. Man. He's spiritual, man. He's not material. He's not the demigod. That's all inside him. But he's not in them. He's not in the demons. He's not in the demigods. They're all in him. But you know what? These are the first fruits in this Sangha. He's in us, many of us. See, this is the immunity. This is what we've had to go through, so that you're the antibodies were, see, antibody, man, anti-material body. It's time for those, that thing to be smashed, so that the real body, the spiritual body, manifests. And we see light everywhere. He is that light, that conclusive truth, man. Why not? Now that's life. Now we're talking about some energy. Nuclear. Let's go nuclear, man. You see, nuclear energy, you release that energy is powerful. That's what we're doing. That's why all it takes is one nuclear, transcendental nuclear explosion. This is what's happening in our little Sangha, man. When it explodes, man, it's big. But it doesn't destroy. And it creates a new existence. There's a Star Trek about this. They threw a bomb into a thing, and then a whole new existence came from it. That's us. A whole new existence. Man, first fruits. First fruits. Even with the early Christians, those 11, they knew. They said, we're the first fruits. They knew. They knew there was something different happening in this world. There's something different, very different happening now. Again, revival stuff. Why not? We have all the tools needed. All glories to Lord Caitanya, who is known as Gaurahari. All glories to Advaita Acharya Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to the devotees of Lord Caitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. Can you imagine these super power beings? They're so big. They're bigger, more powerful than all the demigods. Look how many came. Plenary portion there. Oh, you think it was just for that little thing they did 550 years ago? You think it's only for that? Even one little Jesus comes, and look at what happened. Lord Caitanya brought plenary portions like Advaita and Nityananda, greatest devotees from Vrindavan, all came. It's a special time. Do you think it was just for that little introduction? Didn't something great, fantastic just start from when Jesus came? Huh? His mission just started then, but then look at it now. Look how many people become saints just because of where it started. Well, you don't think it's going to be even more magnificent with Lord Chaitanya and all the beings that came? He didn't just bring a few fishermen with him, did he? A tax collector and a few fishermen. Man. He brought Nanta Sesh, where all the planets are on his head, he can't even feel him. That kind of beings, very big, powerful personalities. And what did they do? Did they get into that stuff? No, they were just into these blissful pastimes, intimate stuff, sporting with these insignificant little atoms like us. All glories to the devotees of Lord Caitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. In order to fulfill my desires, I remember their lotus feet. Yeah. Does he have a lot of desires? All these desires he has. No. That's just how he said them. And I just remember them and my desires. See, my desire for bliss, my desire for ecstatic communion, my desire to commune with the Lord, the Lord to come close to me. Is every benediction I get is by remembering the lotus feet of these. For him, a lot of them were living. Rupa Goswami was there for Krishna. He could remember these living persons. Oh, are you fortunate if you get to remember some living persons that have been used by the Lord? I can just remember these beautiful devotees here. I have living associate. I can remember Lalita's feet right in front of me. As soon as she comes, my chanting changes and becomes ecstatic. Why? Because I've got this amazing person that my Lord lives inside also. And it gives him great pleasure to state the truth. And that makes him happy, and therefore I'm happy camper too. And then the world learns a good lesson of who to meditate on, who to follow, who to hang out with, who to make friends with. Otherwise, nobody knows. They're just looking at darkness. I tell you, you get used to looking at things that are alive, man. You get addicted. You want life, man. Right? Life. I also remember the six Goswamis, Rupa, Sanatan, Bhatta Raghunath, Sri Jiva, Gopala Bhatta, and Dasa Raghunath. See, all those persons were also alive. He got to remember them all. So the Lord is so kind and everything. He's making persons like that in our little Sangha. Oh, you think you had to do what these big gurus told you? You got to become a superstar and it'll never be in your grasp. Isn't that what the politicians do? They just, oh, you'll never be like Charles Schwab. Unless you kiss his ass like that. He's got a protege there, man. Oh, you'll never be anything. No, there'll only be the Pelosi's and all. That's what they do in religion. Oh, there'll only be these big gurus. And then sometimes, they if you played the game long enough and you're a good politician and everything, they'll vote you in as a bona fide spiritual master to deliver the universe. What a nice game that is, huh? Can you imagine playing that? A child's play. They can vote you in to be the deliverer of the universe. Oh, you can just attain sadhu sangha with anybody that's been voted in by the GBCs, or if you're in the clique, you can get in. It's by the mercy of all these Vaishnavas and Gurus that I attempt to write about the pastimes and qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, and if you don't have the mercy of these kinds of personalities in the parampara, you cannot speak real truth. And that's what the problem. We don't have people that have the actual mercy of these personalities. Because if you did, what you speak will be in the book and people can check it. That they are very afraid of that, just like the demons that are running the world. Very afraid that you know real truth, man, because that's where the power is. But hey, man, that's what I'm into. I want to empower people. I want people to be as empowered and more empowered than I am so that we can do some good for the Lord in this world, do some transcendental good and deliver millions. It's only ignorance keeping this game, this sham going here, an illusion. And Maya's working hard to keep it going, and we're working hard to dismantle it, right? Isn't it? Not hard. It's easy for us. She has to work hard, actually. Servants are working their butts off with their schedules and everything, and we just play in Vrindavan and dismantle everything, just like Radha and Krishna did, and Lord Caitanya did. We just sit there and power up, because we have the real Lord in us, expressing through us as us. Makes a big difference. They got to work at it. Lucifer, oh man, he's weak. Shiva, Lucifer, that energy, you got to bust your butt to get things done, man. You should see the schedule of Bill Gates. You should see my schedule, always clear, man. Sadhu Sangha, somewhere I just go. Good, schedule clear. Ask Maria. Just, you got five, can you be over in 5 minutes? I'll be there. Very schedule clear. And Bill Gates got to schedule everything, to do their little demoniac stuff. Hard work, man. That's why I say, Bill Gates, come on, we'll touch you an easy job, man. It's time for you to take a vacation. Elon Musk, he's never taken a vacation. Oh, he has. He says, I can't take a vacation. I'm afraid. Because every time I've taken a vacation, bad things happen to me. Well, my friend, I know why that is. Because you're under the curse. I don't care how many, you're the man of the year and all that stuff. That's all Maya's bullshit, man. She's been bullshitting me from the beginning. You're a man of the year. You can't even take a vacation. I live on a vacation, man. I live in my work, and my work lives in me. And it's fun. And it's ease. This poor guy can't even take that because you're under the curse, Elon. Come over here. We'll teach you what real intelligence is. What do you just have if I go to Mars? What does this go to Mars? I'll give you a Mars bar. Go eat the piece of candy, man. And then come and take a trip with us every day, man. This is the trip. You want a trip, man? Come here every day and trip out on the truth. We trip out on truth, man. Isn't it? This never-ending supply of truth. Whether I know or know not, it is for self-purification I write this book. Great ecstasy. Real devotees can say that too, whether they're writers or play the instruments. Whether we know or we know not, we do what we do for self-purification. Oh, that's just part of it. See? And people think it's only, the living entities in the false ego, they think, oh, he's just talking about himself, self-purification. Oh, well, devotees think a little bit deeper than that because they see the self everywhere. That's a little trick of the talking to fools out there, saying, for purify my little self. Purify, no, the self out there, man. The self out there is polluted. Not really. The self is always clean and everything, but on the living entity, the servants, they've accumulated a lot of dirt and dust, and no good house cleaners out there. Now Lalita's going to do the real house cleaning. Don't you like this house cleaning better? This one you don't get burnt out with, isn't it? You clean house. Lolita's cleaning house. She has an old DeSoto that was all full of dirt, coming, and now she's, liking what she's doing, See, the dirt's going, and Lolita is just laughing and crying, her way to the clean. That's the way she cleans house. No more burnout, mode of goodness, clean to please all these people. Now she just cleans just by just ecstatically worshiping the Lord. Clean, 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 self-purification. Oh, that little self there, what does that need to cleaning, man? Just cleaning out the air, cleaning out the selves out there, man. That's called Sankirtan movement, man. What are we? Lord comes close, psh, gone, and then everybody else gets clean too that comes close. When you're laughing and crying in ecstasy, like to the extent Lily, to your liberated soul, you don't see her any bad days. I mean, she had body stuff and all that, but you don't see the bad days, the conditioning, all that stuff. Is see how fast it goes? 1 year, boom, gone, finished, finito. You'll see. Watch Maria if she sticks around. I think she will. You see where she is in a month, even. Polishing the jewels here. That's all we do. It's fun to polish jewels, man. You got something valuable. The devotees come here, they're valuable jewels. They're just beautiful, even from in their raw state. We just sit there every day. Sadhu Sangha gets polished. Oh, Christina! Where are you? Why don't you come on there, Christina? Ah, my girlfriend. Christina. Beautiful Christina. So if you want to come on, feel free. Oh, yeah, let me put the link up there. There we go. The link is there if anybody wants to come on. Tom, there you go. So anyway, all you do is click that link and then try see what happens. See if you can figure it out, or maybe somebody can tell you that comes on, because I actually don't know. I've never tried to come on it. Yeah. Matter of fact, Lalita, I think you should when you get a chance, like maybe Freddie can help you get on this restream. It's really good, and you can broadcast for 40 minutes for free. You could try it out a little bit, but then if he could help you put on your YouTube, if you don't have a YouTube account, make one, because then Andromeda and others can come and watch. You see, a lot of people would come that you don't know, that don't go to Facebook. I tell you, and you can broadcast to about 4 or 5 platforms, and people will see. It'll increase a lot of stuff. So maybe Freddie or somebody can help you with that. My browser. Okay, so your browser doesn't support, so get another browser. The one that supports is Chrome, I think. I don't know if you have iPhone or Android. If you have Android, then you can. So anyway, you can do that another time, or whatever. Just download the browser. Chrome for sure. Maybe something else, but Chrome. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So I take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who himself is the tree of transcendental love of Krishna, okay, its gardener, and also the bestower and enjoyer of his fruits. See, so the Lord came as a gardener to plant this tree of devotional service. It's very different, very rare. That's why anybody coming here and you stay around, like Maria was commenting, she said, this is really different than anything I've done before. That's really good when you realize that. To realize, because it's true. And the Lord's showing you that. And so that's why what we're doing is very different than what ISKCON is doing. What we are doing is very different what Gaudiya Samiti is doing. This is a special plant. It took me years. I had to go in ISKCON, in Gaudiya Samiti, in these Radhakund Babajis to see that this isn't planted yet there. This is a very rare plant. That's why love of God is here, because you've accepted this tree. The Lord empowers the tree. See, the abode has to be here of this love. It has to have a reservoir. Has to have a barn for this grain, this special grain to be distributed. It's not there, people. It's not in ISKCON. You have to find somebody in the real line. We're connected to Prabhupada and the real line. They all had it, but now it's distributed here and not in ISKCON and not in Gaudiya. Proof is your own experience. You can't even show that you got this. You can't show. Man, that's your arrogance. It's like Maria was saying, I was arrogant. I thought I could do it on my own and all this, and had to get to a point where you realize I can't do it. You can't do it, ISKCON and Gaudiya Math. You tried. Narayan Raj couldn't get you through. But we can, and we do already. We have proof of work, of God's work, Lord Chaitanya's work and blessing on this Sangha. Proof. It's not sahaja. How can you have classes like this 365 days a year and be a sahaja? It is not possible. And empower people to give classes that these gurus in your sanghas cannot do. And express ecstasy without being pushed down by bullshitters and liars and cheaters and envious rascals. Envious, envy. We still go on. Why? Because God is inside here, working. Proof of work, God's work, man. How long, do we have to speak parables? That's why I'm not into. I just tell you, frank on truth, man. Straight on truth, man. That was Jesus' time. He speak parables to blind people. Here, we just take the instruments and take the scales right off the eyes. No time to mess around, man. Let's just take the scales out. Let's just take that veil and rip it open so that people can see. Open the curtain, man. See the show. We want to keep the curtain closed. No, keep the curtain closed. We don't want to see all that ecstatic show that Lord Caitanya brought. No, too bad, man. Curtain's opening. The show is on the stage and the devotees are dancing. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Too bad. It's the order of the Lord, whether you asked for it or not. He's just doing a revival, what he did before. The verses you read are here. In person, my friends. These devotees here are the personification of those verses you've read. Therefore, you have some possibility to understand them now. You got to see it in person. Not just stay in the book. No. You need the devotee Bhagavats. See, devotee Bhagavats means they're in the book walking around, man, expressing the verses, being the verses, man, being that bhav that is described, being the prem that is described. Yes, welcome to Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place. The place where you got the living book. Isn't that what they talk about? The book of life? Oh, you think it's just a book of life in the book? No, it's this. What you see is the book of life, my friends. See? The devotee book of life. The living devotee. See, live. It's always live, 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 life. See, everybody likes live, right? Life, live. Of course. How would you like to come alive? Yeah, that's... What kind of picture? I take that picture off. People misunderstand. They think it's some kind of demon thing. I'll have to take you off. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, remember, you got new people coming here. You don't want to put things that people misunderstand. We've got enough demons in this world, you know. You don't need to, you know, when God does a beautiful thing, people can misunderstand. If you want to show things, show the Lord, you know, dancing for it. That's a king like that. So the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Wait. So Lord Caitanya thought, my name is Vishwambara, one who maintains the entire universe. Its meaning will be actualized if I can fill the whole universe with love of God. So the Lord doesn't feel complete. We don't feel complete without this love of God. See, he's thinking, what? The work is not complete in the world. The world is still separate from me. See, we looking outside, identifying with objects of material things that are dead. Even memories, you know, I see people, they live in their memories. Oh, it was like this, and they're dead. I can't even, you know, meditate on memories or anything that's dead. I like life. Life is the name, you know. Life is the pastimes and the qualities and the truth of the absolute truth. This is the life. Otherwise, everything is dead. People talking about dead things, dead in the modes of nature, passion, ignorance. Things related to passion, ignorance, and even goodness. Oh yeah, I did a lot of rituals yesterday, man. I did my 16 rounds. Everything is incomplete, incomplete. So the Lord comes here and says, "Hey, man, everything's incomplete. If I can fill the world with love of God." No, that's why don't we feel happy to being with each other here? Got people that have some life. You know, they're filling the containers here. We're the container with love of Krishna. See, that's why we're feeling more complete, man, because the Lord's filling us with this love of Krishna that He came to give, and we're becoming distributors of that to others. Whoever just is a little bit, oh wow, that looks really good. You look really happy, and I'm a miserable wretch. I think I'd like to eat what you're eating. Can you teach me how to do that? I tried on my own. Yeah, I went to ISKCON and Gaudi Smiti, all the promises, you know, with the carrot out there, you know, yeah, you just bust your butt, you know, you do all these rules and everything. And by, after many lifetimes, you'll get prema because I can't give it to you. I ain't got the power, I ain't got the understanding. You want to be a real successor of Prabhupada? Well, show us success in devotional service. Show us you're filling at least your disciples with love of Krishna, that the Lord is filling them because of your association. You see, that's a successor of Prabhupada. Bring everybody to the next stage like we're doing, but nobody can do it but us. So you're no real successor out there. This is success. Successor means success. Success is what Lord Caitanya called success. If I can fill the world with love of Godhead, then I'll consider myself the maintainer of the world. Otherwise, people aren't getting proper maintenance. The Lord thing, it's not enough for you just to breathe every day. And all you do is get corrupted. All you do is become more of a materialist. Isn't that what you do? You just breathe every day and you come into this world and you associate with materialistic type people. And then you build these buildings that are broken down at some point. Even the Vaishnavas, they're still so friggin' neophyte, building temples and breaking them down. They're already breaking down the Narayan Raj and building another big friggin' temple because they can't build a temple here in the body. They don't know how to do that with all their so-called knowledge. So we got to show them, right? Hey, man, I don't need to build no big friggin' spend all that time and money. Here, it's very simple to build the temple. We show up there every day, turn the friggin' camera on, man. And man, we're doing bigger construction than all that stuff they're doing in Mayapur. Because I went to the temple in Mayapur, they're all doing the Swami step, and I think, well, God, I guess I can't really, just let myself go. I got to go in line. So I, was doing the Swami step with them. And I think, oh yeah, all that money is going just to perpetuate this. Nobody's got any dance in them yet. It's all we got to do. Prabhupada's dance. Imitation. Prabhupada was doing his dance. And nobody's bringing anybody to that level of success except here. Now that's successor, isn't it? Isn't it time for people to know, hey man, what is a successor of Prabhupada? Well, what is success? Success is to bring us back to Lord Caitanya's team. Give us the postgraduate course. Well, we're doing that. Nobody else is. Nobody else. The postgraduate course is the mercy of Lord Caitanya and distributing that, having the power to teach that course, in which we do. Yeah. I'll read that verse again. It is good. I don't. You got to chew this one really good. My name is Vishvambara, one who maintains the entire universe. Its meaning will be actualized. See, actualized, fulfilled, because real maintenance is what devotees have in the spiritual world. They're maintained by love of God, loving their Lord, glorifying their Lord. They're so grateful, so happy. See? As above, so below. Who's done that? Who's done that? Hey, man, that's actualizing. Who's done that? Who's done that publicly? Who's brought that to the people? Lord Caitanya, and we're beginning to do it too. As above. As above is above the material universe. Everybody there is glorifying the Lord in great ecstatic happiness. As above, so below. Oh, here it goes, man. Here it comes, because we're doing it, man. We're glorifying the absolute truth. You notice? It must be rain. So, thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter and began to grow a garden in Navadvip. See, so he grew this garden, this special garden of love of God. It starts with the one person. You cannot teach this unless you are engaged in relishing devotional mellows like the Lord was. And before him, Madhavinda Puri was. This is the real tree, man. The real tree started with Madhavinda Puri. Madhavinda Puri brought this way of worship, this ecstatic way of worship to this world. And when he started to actualize it, see, it was actualized in him. See, love of God was brought to him first. Real love of God was brought to Madhavinda Puri and the Lord in the scriptures. And I'll just call your attention to the life and the light of the truth of that book with the voice, because people need to hear it as it is, not as it's not. Not speculations on the book, as it really is. The Madhavinda Puri started to be ecstatic like Lalita, chanting in ecstasy, and the Lord appears in a dream and says, because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to now appear in this world and deliver them. This is the modus operandi of the Lord. First appeared in Madhavinda Puri, and then appeared in Ishvara Puri and some others also. And then Lord Caitanya took initiation from an ecstatic devotee. He didn't call Ishvara Puri the ecstatic, who was the ecstatic the recipient of the ecstasy of his guru. He didn't call him a sahaja. He said, no, I want this. You notice, Lolita, when people start to change their mood and then they come, they start to get it. All they do is need to, their mood change when they get purified and then they become favorable. And then they can get it. That's it, man. That's the postgraduate teaching that none of these gurus had or have the power to tell you except here. Just accept the mercy, man. Accept the truth. Isn't that? I'm just telling you the truth and people are getting it. Isn't that funny how the power of the word, the power of the word of truth. You guys, you gurus don't have any idea how easy it could be to deliver your disciples. I do it every day. I just tell them what's really in the book because I can see it because of, well, I've been worshiping the Lord in ecstasy for a very long time. And if you want to do it, take the shortcut. It's all here, man. And nowhere else that I've seen. It's not in the Radhakund Babaji's. None of them can prove it. It's not in Body Smriti. None of them, not even one can prove it. Not even that Prem Paroja can prove it. He's like his guru, holding it back. See, that's the line they bring, the hold back line. See, hold it back line. We're the hold it back line, man. We're the let it rip line. You notice? Let it rip, man. That Lord Caitanya, that's the real line. Let it rip, man. Let it rip through Maya in illusions. See? Purify the world so that people can receive this gift of ecstatic devotion. Great program. Anyway, I'm off to see the wizard. I'm off to see you some other day. Okay, thank you. Come back whenever you feel like it. So, thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter and began to grow a garden in Navadvip. And how did he do it? With the word, man. He did it with his ecstatic chanting, and he did it with the revelations that came from that ecstatic chanting. And he did it because he could look into the scriptures and see the heart of them, and he preached that, just like Jesus did. Just like all devotees do that have realized the absolute truth as it is. See? Now you plant the word in you, and then, see, like the Bible saying the same thing. Book of John, first chapter. Whoever received the word of Jesus was born not of flesh and blood, but born of the word, to become empowered, to become sons of God too. Just like here, right? See, you guys, there's no doubt is here. What? There's a son of God right in front of you, in flower, in bloom, man. Lalita Ganga is a son of the Lord. The Lord is the son in the spiritual world, and she's a son here, isn't she? Isn't she a son here? And what you see here is as above, you see below. There you go, self-realized soul, man. A liberated soul right in front of you. Give me that. I want to kiss those feet. I want the blessing. Give you a cyber kiss on the feet. Give me the blessings. The Lord is very pleased when you glorify where he's working. Glory, he's so found out where I'm working. All right. He found out my secret. It's all, did you know it's just a game of hide and seek? That's all it is. The Lord hides, and we got to seek him out, find out where he is. Well, I found him. I know where he is. I know where she is. They're both in there, man. I found your hiding place. I'm going to expose it, Lord. I don't want to just know it for myself. I want the world to know where he is, too. He's another devotees here, too. Anyone who's laughing and crying and choking up and is dedicated to the real movement, and you hear what they say is in the book, there you go, man. You found somebody worthy to hear from. Let them sow their oats in you, man. Their oats is the word. Otherwise, Maya sows oats in you and you come into illusion. Yeah, like people, they come here and the Lord gives them the start, tries to help them out, shows them a peacock feather, gives them a dream, you know, shows them in the river, and in ungratefulness they go away. It makes them a little ecstatic. Come on, man. Don't do that. It's like slapping the Lord in the face. So I need to tell you, otherwise you'll never know. You'll think it's okay. Well, it's okay, man. It's just a good lesson. You'll realize in some day that's ridiculous. Why would you leave such a great, where the Lord is really working to go away? That means there's no, you just go into illusion. Yeah. Misunderstand. Here, the Lord is working at dynamic. It's like being around with Jesus time. Can you imagine leaving Jesus? He was there. You think I'm not exaggerating? You see what's going on here. Where do you hear? Did you hear any talks like this with Jesus? No, it wasn't time. Did you hear anything coming with Prabhupada? Like people think, oh, it would be nice to be with Prabhupada. Well, did you hear anything like this?
The battery is low.
Did you hear anything like this with Prabhupada? Is this better than Prabhupada or better than Jesus? No, it's on par with that. It must be. Otherwise, you know, you're going to be waiting a long time for something on par with that kind of pastimes. Wherever the Lord is genuinely working, it's on par with Him. See? Prabhupada was on par. See, equal, friendship, relationship with Krishna. See, on par, vibrating at that rate. Therefore, it was a wonderful, greatest show on earth. When Jesus was here, greatest show on earth. When His disciples really have the Spirit, it's a great show on this earth. That's why it's a fantastic show on earth again. Come on, man, wake up. Come on. Can't you see what's plainly evident? It's a great show. I love being in this show myself. Thank you, Lord, for giving me a place, whatever it is. I'll even clean toilets if you want. I don't care. Just give me a place on this stage here. Stage manager. That's okay. Yeah, I'll let you guys down. I'll be the stage manager. Tom staying in the circle of influence there. That's a good picture. I'm going to use that one too. You see, Rasa dance. Where do you see the Rasa dance alone? Do you see a bunch of gopis there? See, some people, they come here and then they go away. Oh, they're going to Rasa. Wow, that ain't as above, man. That's above. And the Lord says, I want to do this Rasa dance again. Why not just be in the Rasa dance here? Otherwise, you're not doing as above, so below. You got the opportunity to do it. See? Harmonize with the Lord. This is the Lord's will that we be together, right? It's Maya's will, illusion's will, to split you apart from this. That's why when you leave, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to leave a place where the Lord's will is to have this rasa dance coming from the devotees. You notice we're dancing together. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Why would you say, well, that's Maya, man, that's illusion splitting you away from there? I only comment on that because I love smashing illusions, man. It's like Schwarzenegger, he likes to work out. I also like to work out. Give me a little Maya, and I'll like to bust her butt. Of course, it's beneficial because if I don't bust Maya's butt, I haven't seen anybody that who thinks they can go somewhere else and have a like a higher thing. It doesn't seem to work. So I try to help them and realize, hey, come on, man, don't you see the Lord's given you dreams, He's given you ecstasy. He's trying to encourage you to help you, you know? Otherwise, you go and then you can't realize this rasa dance. You got to realize it here. You got to see this dance of Krishna within the circle of devotees. See, we're a circle, right? Isn't that? You see the circle there? This is also a circle. We're all linked together. Many Christians didn't realize this. They go from one church to another church to another church. You know why? Because there's material motives in them usually, and the ministers are usually, mixed. Here, we don't mix things here. It's all Krishna, man. It's all for the Lord. Yeah? It's all to taste this intimate communion with the God. It keeps it clean, man. It keeps itself purified. Why would you have to go to church when we're working on that cleansing every day? Like the Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk. He jumps on stuff and it makes a big dent. Okay, anyway. See? He sowed the seed and sprinkled it on his will. And that's how it is. See, the devotees, the Lord sows the seed through the devotees and he sprinkles on his will. That's what Jesus said when he said, okay, you don't believe my word? See, that word is the seed. You don't believe my word? Well, look at the work that the Lord is doing. He didn't claim this thing, you claim it for you. No, look at the work. Look at the increase that the Lord is doing. Look at those who are hearing this word being sown through this person here. That's what you Vaishnavas, you want to wake up. You got to have some intelligence. If you come here, that's what I was thinking. You guys go into fake sadhu sanghas, come here, give this a chance and see if this is not the real sun. See from your own experience. See if your eyes, the scales don't come off. See if you see and experience something that you never experienced before in ISKCON, in Gaudiya Math or Samiti. I've been there, done that. I went and done that stuff too. This is something very different. It's the real deal. It's the real jewel. They're all striving for it, but don't exactly know what it is or where it is or how to get it. But that's all known here and can be known. Give it a try. Give it a week or two, 30 days, hopefully, and see for your own experience. I'm not into blind believers. I like to open your eyes. I like to see your eyes open for yourself and you see Krishna and be happy forever like I am. That's Guru, man. So you can see like they see. I want to see. I want win-win here. I want you to win this game. I want you to win your soul back over Maya. That's my happiness because it's the Lord's happiness. I love Lalita's ecstasy. Oh, it's so beautiful. Johans. The river. It enlivens my Lord, therefore I feel enlivened. See? People that are not purified because they don't find this very rare path. It draws the real infinite pure one to us. And it's the only way to become purified and cleanse our hearts. Otherwise, you're the win-lose types. I see gurus, politicians. It's all the same to me. Religionists, New Agers. They win and they're afraid that you're going to win too a little bit. And they'll lose because you'll be better than them. Okay, that's the illusion. That's in the shadow. See, people don't understand infinite power, infinite love, infinite ecstasy. If you did, you understand, oh, wow, this is a very interesting trip I'm on. This is amazing. The more I give, the more I get. Thank you, Jesus. I understand what the hell you're talking about now. Give and it shall be given unto you. Yeah, that's my experience. Man. I give and more is given unto. I get more realization, more ecstasy, even more money. Money even comes. It's amazing. Money, ecstasy, everything. The Lord says, hey, man, you got me. You're going to get everything. Show the world. Let them, if they come and they get purified, then they'll make everything easy for them too. I like to see that. Love to see everything become easy for everybody. The Lord wants to see everything easy for you. He doesn't want to see you working by the sweat of your brow. Isn't that the fall in the Garden of Eden represents that? The Lord says, oh, man, you left me, man. You left me. People, you leave the Lord by believing the word of his Maya. Do not eat of the tree of good and evil, and everybody has and still is. That's the problem. It was the problem from the beginning. The beginning of shame and guilt and everything. And the Lord says, now you're going to have to go and work by the sweat of your brow. You're going to work your ass off. We're back into the garden. I'm here to bring you back into the garden, man. Get rid of the fig leaf between you and God. Make this closeness. Isn't it great, this closeness, Lolita? Isn't it surrenderable too? I mean, you're going to surrender to Maya anyway. She's forcing you. Charles Schwab is right up your buttocks, man. He's ready. He wants to look in there. He wants to see what's in there. Him and his protege, they're really enthusiastic to look up there and see what's in there and how it's working. It's true though. They want to go in your body, man. They want to know inside what's going on in there. They want to play God. They want to believe in God. But they want to imitate the Lord. It burns these demons up that God knows everything. They want to also know everything. They thinking they're like Hiranyakashipu. It's the same scenario, man. Demons are demons. Demoniac is demonic. Hiranyakashipu, he wanted to know everything. He wanted to be in control of all the universe. The whole thing, he even got it, man. He got control over the whole universe, still not freaking happy. This is when you're external, you're looking out there, you become an imitator of the absolute truth. And devotees are the opposite. Man, I just kick back. What do I need to look up everybody's buttocks? It's too much work. Let the Lord, that's his job, man. And even the Lord says, I don't even, that's that form of mine. I just set it in motion. I'm not interested in that. I want to just play with my devotee. I just want to play with Krishna. Also, I want to hey, man, let that big form, man, Krishna, you come, and Radha, you come. Let us play together. Let's hang out, man, and let that big form of yours over there, go and look at everything and see all seeing form. Let us just forget that form and let us just play and be close, right? Let me tell you that close intimacy. Let's stay. Forget about that big form looking at everything. Let that form look at everything, and let these Charles Schwabs also work their ass off to try and imitate that looker, which they'll never do. You can't. The Lord looks at everything and everybody in all the millions of universes. Charles Schwab, you're not going to get it. You're going to work your butt off to see what's going on inside everybody here in this world, and you still won't be able to do it. It'll fail. Everything fails that the demons do. Didn't you see? They all fail every time. Because, we're just illusion makes you a failure. He's a failure. You're all failures out there. Yeah, we're here. I'm here to teach success, man. This is the real motivated course. You know, you see these motivators come up on YouTube. Yeah, man, be positive. Oh, you come here, man. We're gonna motivate you. We're gonna make you the biggest, the most successful person in the universe. More successful than these demigods. I ain't exaggerating. Don't think I'm exaggerating. It's very true what I say. It's the greatest success. And people see, you go to these groups, like these self-help things, cost you bucks, big bucks, man, to try to improve yourself. You're going about it the wrong way, man. You want to improve. You want to be a better speaker, and you got to go to the Toastmasters, and then you give a false representation. No, dude, just come here. We'll tap you into the source of the best speaker in the universe. Those words will come through you. Oh, just the perfect words. Oh, but everybody's speaking death or lifeless words. You'll speak words of life, man, that give life, everlasting life, forever life. Oh, the words of immortality will come through you. Now that's a better deal, isn't it? Okay, and you know what? The best thing, it's free. Free energy, like Tesla. I better be quiet because, if these demons get a hold, there's going to be free life and free energy. They're going to get pissed off and they want to control it. We better watch what we say, huh? They might think this is a Tesla thing. He had inventions for free energy. This is free energy, man. Look at it. I'm not charging anybody for this. And it goes on. It's been going on for years. Then more energy comes, more life, more ecstasy, more ecstatic devotees, more freedom, more reality, less Maya. less that diminishes. We clear the air. See, Maya is polluting the air. We're an air filtration system. See, be transcendental is the motto here, or just be sounds more grave. See, grave. What? Be in the grave, man. I don't want to be in the grave. You want to go to the grave? Go to ISKCON, man. You can have nice grave talks. People are still in the graveyard, man. Then be honest with you. I'm just telling you, I was never a boring class. I never went to one that really was interesting, really. Maybe one, I don't know. Ceremonies never floated my boat, external stuff, people running around, all that work they do, put the T-lock on perfectly straight and, they have taken hours. It's like a woman going to a beauty parlor, man. They got to get themselves all ready for devotional service, man. You know how I get ready? Time to get up, turn the camera on, and just let it rip. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Yeah, we got the vibes here, huh? I don't know who to call you, John Andre or Janardhan or whatever. You got so many names, man. I got to put him on a friend every day. I got a new friend request from him. I don't know. Maybe he's going back and forth on me. Maybe one day he likes me, one day he hates me. I don't know. No, I don't think so. That time is over.
He likes you.
That's good. We all get through it there, John Andre. We all get through it. Sometimes it's a back and forth thing. Wow, 15 people today. Man, we're doing good. That's why you got to put on a big show, man. It's got to be interesting, man. You got to be enlivening, man. You got to have some action, man. You got to be a little controversial, right? got to slap people around a little bit too. Wake them up, man. Wake up some of these ISKCON people. God used me, get their attention over here, man. Otherwise, they'll never pay us no mind. Krishna wants attention, right? Doesn't he? He's always trying to, Maya's always trying to get your attention. Well, Krishna also wants the attention. See, and if you give him attention where he's working in this transcendental potency, the result is different. Oh, the result is beautiful. The word result is real purification, real benediction. Yeah. So, thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter, began to grow a garden in Navadvip. Just like, see, what happened then has to happen now, otherwise there's not going to be any love of God. That's why it's happening here. He accepted the duty of a planter. See, so Prabhupada also felt himself like a planter, and he knew, I'm here to plant the books. See, he planted them, right? They're here. We're here watering those books. You notice? They didn't know I was a gardener also. I have another hat, man. You see my gardening gloves and hat and all that? I'm just here watering those books. See? Somebody's got to water the books. Otherwise, they stay dry, right? Dry. There's no water in the books. Somebody's got to water those books, man. Sprout fruits and flowers and all that stuff. Duty as a planter. And he grew a garden in Navadvip. We're growing a garden here. Has to be done. Have to plant the seeds. Seeds are sprouts. Oh, well, look at this. You Vaishnavas out there, if you want to know the path, you should look at the results. Look at, people think, oh, Gohar, you're Sahaja, oh, you're a demon, you're an offender of pure devotees. Well, why do we have these fruits here if this is a bad tree? A bad tree can't produce transcendental fruits, can it? That's not even logical. Maybe it's just beyond your understandings out there. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Not even the greatest, chapter 23. I just quote the book because the book is here. You're seeing the living books. Not even just one book. There's other books here, living books. Seeing the living books. Not even the greatest scholars like in ISKCON or Gaudiya Samiti. They think they're great scholars. Not even you great scholars can understand those devotees, see, who have love of God. That's what you see here. Ecstatic emotions, those who laugh and cry and choke up. You can read it right there, chapter 23, Majjhikanda, about love of God and the lovers of God that are here. You can read all about them. Not even the greatest scholars can. So it's not surprising you call this sahaja. You don't understand what's going on here. Not surprising at all, is it? So I just call your attention why you don't understand, because the book noticed the same thing 550 years ago and made its comments. I notice the same thing now and make its comments because it's happening now. It happened then. See? If you know history, you're not doomed to repeat it. That's why I speak about history. I'm a history teacher. Didn't you know that? I don't just, not history, historical perspectives about the body, about the spirit history. You gotta learn real history, important history, stuff that'll give you substance forever, man. Stuff that'll awaken your eternal life, man. Give you happiness, real happiness, ever increasing happiness. It's fantastic. Thus the Lord brought the desire tree of devotional service to this earth and became its gardener. He sowed the seed and sprinkled upon its water of his will. See, desire tree. Oh, is that going to fulfill all your desires? Yes. Oh, you mean I'm going to get everything I want? A boat, a girl, a guy, money, wealth, gold? Maybe, maybe not. But there's actually only one desire that needs to be fulfilled. It's for the desire for the Lord to appear. Oh, what amazing, how amazing your Maya is to keep me away from that one desire. It's a little trick. He said, all my desires. See, there's only one desire of a devotee. Oh Lord, just appear here. Let us dance. When you go out, you go to it. You're gonna go to entertainment. Can you imagine people go to a bar and everything, and they go to a dance club and they want to dance, right? And then their night is fulfilled. You get a beautiful man or woman. You go and you dance, and you have your little drinks, right, and everything. Wow, you had a night out on the town. Your life is great. That's what devotional service is. Spirit life. We come here. This is our bar. We come here and we drink. Right? We drink this holy water. This ecstatic worship. We come here. We drink and we dance. This is a dance. We dim. We drink. We dance and have a great time. And we also go home and wait for. They have to wait a whole week and then do it, or sometimes they go every day and get burned out their bodies. Here we come here. We dance. We come. We drink. We dance. And we also want to come back. We don't want to wait a week, man. We don't have to wait a week. We just come whenever we want. Multiple times a day, we come, we drink, we dance. And that's what life is all about, spiritually. We come, we drink, we dance. Isn't it? I mean, think about it. So it's one vacation. People come here to playa, to drink and to be entertained and to go on the dance floor and hear that loud music. You ever see that disco? I walk some of these bars. That's their good time, and they're going around, their heads bouncing around. Well, I guess we're having a good time. We're drinking alcohol, and next day headache, man, and they become alcoholics and all that stuff. Guess we had a good time, huh? Let's go back to work. And we'll work a whole nother year hard like animals, like dogs, and come back to playa and do it again. Spend all their money, Yeah, you go into these places, they're like pirates and plunderers. Oh man, you go on Fifth Street, you go to a bar, and they'll take all your. It's so expensive, man. One little drink, is like $7, $8, $9, $10, and they keep, and then somebody will, take, rip you off, take your pockets, you got pirates everywhere, man. Here, we also got a pirate, man. He comes and he takes what? All our material stuff away. And supplants it with the one desire, the desire for him to appear, Radha and Krishna. All glories to Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of devotional service unto Krishna. He is the desire tree of devotional service. Okay? Desire tree of what? Desire tree of material fulfillment. Desire tree of devotional service. You got to go find, where has the Lord stored this bhakti? Where? Where is this pure love of God? Where is the storehouse? It's not like it's in every barn, like they teach in ISKCON. Oh yeah, go to these thousands of gurus. There's some kind of auspiciousness. We don't quite know what it is. We can't identify it. All we can do is speculate and create some ideas and fantasies and all this. You go to these barns. You got 1,000 barns in there. What's stored there? Is love of God stored there? Is it? Is it stored here? Something's stored here. They call it sahaja, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the real thing. How do you know it's sahaja? Who's such an expert out there? Who has real love of God? Why should you even listen to your own mind? Your mind is faulty. You're thinking that you can discern what is sahaja and you don't have the real thing? Maybe this is the real thing and you got just some false fallible ideas about it. Because, come on, if you want to discern the highest thing, you better have the highest thing. Otherwise, you're just a speculator. You're just probably an envious rascal, envious of real devotees. Yeah, it's not surprising. You don't have love of God. Why wouldn't you be envious of those who do? It's natural for human beings to be envious of your brothers and sisters because that's the way it is in the world. Are you ready to come out of that mentality? Well, you come here and you'll change. Yeah, all glories to Madhavendra. See, all glories to the devotee who is the storehouse. When you can do that, you've found the real path. When your heart has been led there to a person who is the real storehouse of love of God, because that's the only place you're going to get it. That is the narrow gate Jesus was talking about. The narrow path, man, is the real storehouse of this Holy Spirit of devotion, where it really is. Not where the putanas are imitating. And you know how you know that? Where they're not? Especially when they're saying Radhe, Radhe. You know that, oh, Radhe, Radhe. It's all about Radhe, Radhe. The thing is, they're saying Radhe, Radhe, but there's no Radhe, Radhe coming. No ecstatic love coming. But here we got some Radhe, Radhe here. But here you get Radhe, 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 Radhe appears, man. You hear it, Radhe. That's how That's how you go beyond hypocrisy. It's not. What is this? Is still hypocritical. Oh, well, you're Radhe, Narayan Raj. Oh, Radhe. Oh, the Pintable past, but no Radhe, no ecstasy, no real deal, no ecstatic worship. Oh, we're holding it back. Ah, come on, man. Stop bullshitting yourself and others. Come on, wake up. You ain't got it. I ain't calling your bluff, man. I just see this as a big poker game, man. And I'm just laying my hand down, man. And it is a big one, man. It is full of straight flushes and kings and queens and aces and all hearts, man. No dark spades, even. It is a straight heart flush. We flush out all the Maya. You notice that goes right down the toilet. See, straight flush. It's a straight flush down the toilet, the illusion. I know it's kind of hard to take for some of these people, but if you go to a good dentist, they get the job done. We want everybody to have a bunch of nice pearly teeth, man. When they smile, it's really nice. Royal flush. That's it, man. Royal flush. That's what we got here. We got royalty here. See, all glories to Madhavendra, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna. See, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, you should be going to people like that who are the storehouse of love of God because they, with great loving ecstasy, they worship Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. From them, they got real understanding and real knowledge. Go to them and get real knowledge. See, the Father knows the Son and the Son knows the Father because the Son has love of Krishna. And if you want to know the Father, the Son will tell you. See, Jesus' words are real. They're right. They're true. They're universally true. The Bhagavatam says the same thing. I say the same thing. You see, I make no checklist here. If you don't see what I'm saying here, go where it is. See? If this word is a word of hypocrisy, if I'm just doing Radhi, 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 Laddi, Daddy, Daddy, oh, Radhi, oh, I was just, oh, Radhi, Raganugas, oh, purebhakti.com and all that. But there's no pure bhakti here. Go where it is. I'm just a hypocrite. See? Otherwise, go away from the hypocrites and go where it is. Yeah, I just ask a question. Let you decide, is the real thing here or not? Are we just Ronnie, but no ecstasy? Oh, well, I'm hiding it. This is just too confidential. But it wasn't too confidential for Lord Caitanya and Nityananda to spread it all over and to show everybody publicly, but it's too confidential for you? Oh, really? And you're going, Roddy, well, we'll only give you the words, Roddy, but no ecstasy, none of that. No prema. Well, things are going to be a little differently performed around here. We're going to expose that the emperor has no clothes. Always wanted to be a part of that pastime, and now I get the opportunity. The emperor has no clothes. They got no clothes over there in Gaudius Miti. Don't you see? Don't you see? Where's the clothing of ecstatic love? They say they hide it, but nobody gets it. They don't seem to have it. They say they have it, but they don't have it. And we see, and you don't certainly got it either. So hey, the emperor has no clothes. Gohari is so foolish that he points it out at the risk of being known as a great offender and demon amongst all these bright, intelligent, people with no bhakti. These bright no lights. I love this hypocrisy thing. They're bright with no light. They're bright with their word, but no brightness. Where is the brightness, man? That's that love of Krishna. Devotion makes you burn bright, makes your word alive. Energy, nuclear, powerful. Apocalypse. Hey, everything is being revealed. That's why I have to do this. Demons are revealing themselves. They're even openly. They're saying, "Hey, man, we're little demons, man. We're here to look up your butthole. We want to know everything going on. We want to play God." See, they're telling you what they are. We want to surveil everything. We want to be surveilled. See, you want to imitate God. The Lord knows everything about everything and everybody, right? It's already done. Why imitate, man? Why not just kick back, Carl Schwab and Bill Gates, and let the Lord do it all? Why are you working your butt off for all this stuff? It goes for everybody. Why don't you just let the Lord do his job? He looks at everything. He keeps everything going. He keeps us breathing, right? He keeps the heart pumping. Can we do anything about that? Let him do his job. And when it's finished, it's finished. We can kick back and love the Lord to our heart's content. Do your little jobs, whatever that is, and then come back to Sadhu Sangha. Make a little time for him. He's not asking a lot. Just come and be around real devotees. If you came here an hour a day or even like 2 hours a week, but your heart was really with what's going on here, that's better than following the rules and regulations and being a perfect vegetarian and all of that, and in that kind of association and being really strictly following and fastings and doing all these programs. You just spending an hour once in a while here and you really get what's going on here and you make friends with these devotees, that means a million times more to the Lord than all that strict, difficult stuff. I'm not saying, people say that ain't fair. We got to do all these. No, you don't have to. You could come here and become free of religion, but you're not. It's up to you. And Krishna said the same thing to Arjuna. Arjuna said, that's not fair. The demigods got to work their ass off. And those following the demigods, they get an inferior result. And those who worship you, they get a superior result. That ain't fair. And Krishna says, well, I'm telling them they don't have to. They can come and associate with my real devotees. I say the same thing. You guys don't have to do that. Stop worshiping hypocrites. Stop worshiping idols. Stop worshiping people who haven't realized Krishna. Stop worshiping people that don't have love of Krishna. Come to people who do. Or just come here and you'll see. Your eyes will be open. You come here for a month and you'll see the bullshit you've been believing in. You'll see, wow, no wonder I was weak. No wonder I had no energy. No wonder I was under the whammy. No wonder I was less intelligent. Look, in the 1 week or 1 month, I got real intelligence budding now. Real understanding. Wow, this is amazing how it is to find the truth and where the truth is really working. Where real devotion to Krishna is, and the real knowledge that comes from that devotional, ecstatic communion. And it's not only for them, it's for everybody, man. Why not? You Christians, why don't you come here, man, and learn what you can't learn from your good book? Come and hear the good book. You give me your good book, and I'll explain it in a way that you couldn't even dream of, simply because I have the mercy of Lord Caitanya, the latest incarnation of God after Jesus. Just like just logically, if you didn't accept Jesus and you just accepted Moses, you're missing out. You're missing the real boat. Just like you've accepted Prabhupada, but you don't accept this preaching, which is the fructification on the order of Prabhupada, fructification of his work and Bhakti Vinod and Bhakti Siddhanta's work, well, you're missing out. That's just the truth, man. I ain't lying. I'm not exaggerating, not in a bit. Why did Prabhupada come and say, yeah, this has my full approval, man, beaming and bliss? Do more of that. Spread this around. Spread the real teachings of Lord Caitanya. Spread the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. Demonstrate it. Show it. Show that your word is true. It worked for you, and it'll work for others, and it has already. For Christ's sake, come. Yes. What do you think this is? This is a Christ trip. Otherwise, there's no trip at all, man. You're just tripping out on Mayan illusions. There's a lot of Christians, they're not real Christians yet. Just in name only, just like these Vaishnavas. They're not real Krishna devotees yet. They're just Krishna in name only. They're not lit up yet. They need the bhakti. They need the butter. This is Christ has come to us. Christ, Krishna, is here. What do you think this is? You think we can speak on our own? You think I could speak on my own? You think I can speak things that Prabhupada didn't speak, and Bhakti Siddhanta didn't speak, and Bhakti Vinod didn't speak openly? Or Jesus didn't speak openly? Compare them? I ask you guys. Do you see any similarities to the uncommon speech of persons empowered by the Lord, and see how it's always progressive when the Lord comes again? Do you hear any progressive speech here, or am I just doing some regurgitated, some teleprompter, mundane teleprompter thing? Do you see the uniqueness of what's coming out here? Do you see how Jesus even said? He said, hey man, the prophets, they wanted to hear what you are hearing. See, you are hearing. Jesus was saying that about his understanding, because that's the way it is. He understood. They needed to hear that. The prophets, they would want to hear what you're hearing, but it wasn't revealed. It's the same thing. It wasn't it's the same thing with Jesus. It wasn't revealed. If Paul, would want to hear this, they all, Peter, Paul, John, they want to know. They're hungry to know more about the kingdom, but they couldn't hear because it wasn't revealed to now. Well, it was revealed 500 years ago. That's why we use the book to reveal again, revive again that love of God, that same love of God that was here 550 years ago. Now to put a mask over it. What is this? No more of that stuff. Hiding this. Hiding this beautiful worship means this beautiful worship will be hidden and remain hidden. Right? Isn't it just logical? Somebody's got to come out and show the public how fantastic it is to worship the Lord like this. Somebody's got to do it. So we'll let Lalita do it to her heart's content. And Johan, we have a good time worshiping God right in front of everybody. Show them how beautiful it is. Is it a beautiful experience, seeing Lalita worshiping God in such intimacy and ecstasy? So you show that, man. You show the world. I didn't let them cry and get angry and whine, complain like Democrats. We got religious Democrats here. They always cry and complain. You shouldn't show all these things. I'm jealous of you, but I won't. I don't know that. Let them cry and complain, but go on, man. Procession goes on. Christina says, here we surely are watering Srila Prabhupada's books with divine tears of heaven coming from the real life. Yeah. Ecstatic devotees are giving life to these books and become living examples of the pastimes through a bona fide spiritual master like you. Yeah, yeah, you got to come through the door, and then you get it, then you become a real guru. See, arrogance is you just won't do it. That's how Maya is covering you with the arrogance, and you identify it being arrogant. But there's a time, people need to go through it. It's a stage, and then when the Lord is merciful, He releases you from that. But you know how it's done? You almost have to force the hand. I have to go and do this. I have to go and make a fool out of myself. I got to go and get people's attention to look over here. We got to get their arrogance out. They got to go and rage and get really angry about my preaching and all that stuff. Just the way it is. Otherwise, we'll never get there. They'll never get purified. They just become more arrogant. We at least pull that arrogance out. See, it pulls out into the fire. That's all. I'm just here to pull out this stuff. Yeah, let Radhanath rage. Let's bring them to the point of the boiling point. Let's get them really pissed off. Really, they need it. Otherwise, he'll just go around with this feigned Mr. Humble Pie thing, and inside is this stuff, arrogance. And really, it's like Devananda Pandit was the book example of these guys in these groups, all of them. He was the book. He was very humble like pie, and all this. And he preached Bhagavatam like they do, you see, and Krishna, Radhe, like they do, Lord Caitanya, like they do. But inside, he was full of dead bones. Wasn't alive yet. Wasn't lit up. And Lord Caitanya called him on it. And you know how they do the opposite. They're very humbly throw the devotee away. He very humbly, this is wolves in sheep's clothing, very humbly kicked that Srivas out of his class, a pure devotee, one who had ecstatic love. Just like Radhanath led my disciple away. Said, oh yeah, go away from Gohar. He's not bona fide. Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Devananda Pandit. He was like you. Same thing. We just put you in see, you are the living example of the book, Radhanath. And Narayan Raj. You're a living example of the Devananda Pandit. Same thing. Oh yeah, go away from Gohari, my ex-wife, and him, and the other disciple. Yeah, go away. He's not really bona fide. Oh, thank you very much, Devananda Pandits. You don't like it, guys out there? Rage. That's the only your only hope is to rage it out, man, over here. Get the kalya out. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be empowered by the real Krishna to pull that rage out, that anger, that hatred for the real God who's working here. Overtime. You notice the Lord puts in a lot of overtime here. And he loves it. I love working overtime. Don't you? Isn't it, Lilita, work overtime, man? Punch the clock. And you come and punch in again. We punch the clock. I'm just here to punch the clock. The clock of time, man. Just destroy time. What did Krishna say? I am time. I am something, destroyer of time. I'm time, destroyer of the whatever it was. So, in his inconceivable powers, the Lord became the gardener, the trunk, and the branches simultaneously. That's called surrender. You ready for that kind of stuff? You come here, we'll teach you how that works. How would you like to see how that verse works? You become the verse, man. You see how the Lord Caitanya is the gardener. He works through you as and he becomes the branch. You become a branch, man, too. So simultaneously, all of that was accomplished. All hats on you. The Lord accomplished what he accomplished then through you. The gardener, you become the gardener. Yeah. Right? Isn't there gardening being done here? You notice? Is there any gardening happening? Any branches forming, by the way, on this tree? Would these branches be forming if this particular tree wasn't here? That the empowered tree, that taking the duty as a gardener. What if I didn't do this? What if I decided I think I'll go in a cave?
No, go
I
ahead,
think
go
I'll,
to.
what if I went to do a Babaji trip? Like a lot of people leave here, like Mahavir. He went to do his bhajan, solitary bhajan. And my ex-wife said they want to do solitary bhajan. They don't give a shit about you because they're still in Maya. That's their illusion. I said, here you're doing great, sir. My ex-wife is doing great. Mahavir is writing all these beautiful things, and they go. Mina is also becoming a nice part of this here, and then they go. Oh yeah, we're going to do solitary bhajan, like that. Oh, you just downgraded, my friends. No, why would you? This is why. Isn't this why the Lord actually came here? Isn't this the consciousness of Lord Caitanya? He came here to distribute this. He came here to engage with the populace, right? To publicly spread this, right? And we're doing that. No wonder I feel so friggin' happy every day. You're doing what the Lord does, wants, desires. See? Why not? We got the power. Why would I want to hold the power back? Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to hold the power. I'm going to hold Radha back. I'm going to hold back these tears. That's Radha, man. Holding Radha back? Oh, no way. Forget it. It's like holding back a dam. I have no desire to work to hold back this stuff. I already have Prabhupada's approval and Krishna's approval. What more do I need? The Vaishnava, you guys are approving too. I'm inspired to do this because you're approving also. Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Shama says, I'm coming. Oh. Absolute truth. All right. So anyway, they see that. Okay, his in Trump simultaneously. See, Parmananda Puri, Keshava Bharti, Brahmananda Puri. and Brahmananda Bharti, Sri Vishnu Puri, Keshava Puri, uh, uh, Nishimatirtha, Sukananda Puri. These 9 sannyasi roots all sprouted from the trunk of the tree. Thus, the tree stood steadfastly on the strength of these 9 roots. Again, see how the Lord empowers the same situation. That's why you notice the devotees who are really getting this, they're really into their guru. It sprouts. The guru represents the trunk, plays the part of the trunk. I would never say I'm Lord Caitanya. I'm a servant of Lord Caitanya, but the Lord uses the intimate devotee to be the trunk simultaneously, to do his work. That's why you're going to wait for Lord Caitanya, that trunk, to appear again. You're going to wait 420 billion years, 420 billion years for that to happen. So the Lord, out of his mercy, sends his generals. And they play the part of the trunk. They get you attached to the trunk. They preach about the trunk. Isn't that what the Christians do? They preach about the trunk of Jesus, man. The Lord came and started something, man. So steadfastly, you see Lalita budging, you see that ecstasy budging, you see it faltering. See, steadfastly in the trunk, in Guru. This is Guru Tattva. Everybody needs to learn this. Then you get the real realizations. You're not blinded by Maya. Those who are blinded by Maya, they're the ones who leave. And if you come back, that's just a lesson. You learn real lessons from even people who leave. You'll learn an indirect lesson there. Oh, okay, I see. Look at Lalita. She's not leaving. Yohan not leaving, right? And in steadfastly in the trunk. What happens? Oh, a lot of fruit growing, right? Is her ecstasy diminishing? Is she not testifying that every day more and more fruit is coming? Is she not showing more and more fruit is going? Even that one lady that was hard-hearted, became impressed. She says, every day you're always laughing and crying. You don't stop. Why is that?
Weekend. She will come and find me this weekend.
What? Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, she comes this weekend, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, Shama-san, Shama-san, I've been waiting for you. Shama-san.
Gurudev.
Shama-san.
Yay! Finally.
Shama-san is here. Oh, what happened? I lost her again. She'll be back, I'm sure. Sometimes hard to hold the internet connection. There she is. I think she made it a trip again. All right, there we go.
I was so excited that I pushed the button.
Give us a report.
Hare Krishna.
Give us a report.
Oh, it would be, the eternity would not last. It's so long. Yeah, actually, I'm not in a mood to talk about myself and what I'm going through because it's so much. But yeah, I really enjoyed the lecture today. I don't know who you are, but your words are so sharp and they smash, the whole illusion, and they feel every time more and more and more and more. And yeah, the feeling of Lord in the heart, you cannot pretend it. You cannot mislead it. When he shows, you just know, it's like, oh, okay. It's like being complete, like being supported, like being nourished from inside. I just love it. And I can distinguish exactly when I don't feel him and when he comes, And I'm learning more and more and more about him because he never goes away, for long. And sometimes I am miserable because I'm working every day, and actually I'm teaching yoga, which, oh my God, it gives me so much energy. What I'm doing with these people, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like I breathe with them, I move their bodies, and I'm singing Maha mantras, and I always get so much energy and so much realizations afterward that I know that I have to do this. But in the meanwhile, I work also in the another work, which I don't like, and I don't know if it's my ego or my soul, but it's very hard to accept it, this stage, because I don't want to work for this small money. I don't work this sin, this work without any sense, it has no sense. I'm spending so many hours there, and I'm like, I'm chanting, or I am very present, and I'm trying, to just be the most authentic myself, but it's like wasting of time of being alive. And this feeling associates with me all the time, and all the time I am struggle, to try to figure it out, how to, do more yoga and be in abundance and then worship Lord. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's resistance from my side, but from the another side, when I start to feel Lord and have time to listen to you and feel that, it's, when I met Krishna 4 or 5 years ago, in form of book, in form of devotee, in form of Mahamantra, I already knew, like Maria. Maria is inspiring me so much lately. I love your duet. I love Lalita and all devotees, but this is recently, so I really enjoy this woman. And when I met Krishna, I knew, I just realized it again today. I knew that this is the missing piece, And then sometimes I'm walking on the street, I see, because we see only healthy and wealthy and beautiful people in internet. But I don't know, in Germany, these people look unhealthy and unhappy, and really they struggle like for existence. The German people believes that they are super, they have a lot of money, they have a good social life, they're supported by government, but I don't see this anywhere. Everybody is miserable, and I see in their eyes that they are missing something. They are like off, they are just, I don't know, this very, very sleeping souls. So how I wanted to finish my report, that I believe and I feel that maybe it's just my pastimes with the Lord, to missing him, to being a little bit frustrated. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all in all that I found you, and I can, because it helps me. It's your teaching are always with me, and I feel the less guilty that I cannot be here more than I am. Yeah, maybe it's just my pastimes, my play with Lord, to figure it out, how to be with him more. Actually, he's always with me, but sometimes it's frustrating. And then when I'm tuning in, when the time comes when I can hear you and I can understand you, and I am like, whoa, and then I listen to you, I don't miss any word, and then I feel like, oh my God, I love you so much and I want you to stay forever, Sometimes I'm even think to fly to Mexico. I have this thoughts,
It's funny. I was just thinking of that. I thought maybe you and your husband should just pack up and come here, and do your yoga thing here. It's funny. I was just thinking of that.
Yeah, let it be open. Who knows? So I have these thoughts, and then I am like this. this bhakti and this love, it's a little bit scary. I feel sometimes it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's a lot. I have no idea what to do with this, because I'm trying to hold the concept. Okay, I will do my career and I will, align my life. But when I feel too much Krishna, I feel like I have any control. Sometimes I'm getting such a visions that I'm really detached from everything and go just worship Krishna. And then I don't want this right now. But it's like so strong. Oh, yeah. So everything is okay here.
Well,
Just
if you
struggles with
decide to
work.
come, if you decide to come to Mexico or something, maybe we can help a little bit. We can take up a little collection and get you a ticket over here. And I don't know. Maybe it'll be easier for you to kind of. You could get see what's nice about Mexico is you don't have to take a test. I mean, you don't even have to take a test to come in here, which is interesting. It's probably the only country, and you can become a resident. You probably should start that from there. Um, and then you could stay, temporarily or permanently or something. But anyway, yeah, it's an idea.
And how are you doing in your? You met some natural devotees. I saw some gopis.
Yeah, yeah, this thing with Maria is nice. There's plus next week there's going to be another couple coming that I
Oh,
met and really nice people, and yeah, so it's developing. It's really nice. It's we just all you do is we just preach, and share. Look, we already today we have like 15 people on,
yeah.
which is nice, and you never know. Just as we can handle more, the Lord will send them. Nice people too.
And how are you doing there with your apartment and day schedule? Are you happy? Are you comfortable?
Yeah. Apartments, nice. Mess as usual. It's all just a mess. But yeah, that's why I got a nice
Without
picture.
Janaki?
Yeah, and yeah, it's great. I'm going out for walks and doing my little crypto thing on the side, and keeping busy, do classes. Yeah, until
And
I hit it.
when you are working on your cryptos, then 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 how you experience Krishna? Are you in another energy, or how you doing this?
Well, that's the
Because
thing.
because
I see. I see. Because what? Wait, what?
sorry, because my struggle is like all the time struggling, to get new life, to get easier, to do only yoga. And then I think, okay, let it be, fuck it, it's just, alive, just one sparkle in eternity. Just flow with life and do what you need to do. And then when I tune to Krishna, then I feel like, oh my God, I want detach from everything and be just with Lord. And this is just free moods. They are just playing with me all the time.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
asking.
yeah. Well, it sounds to me like the yoga thing is good for you and for the people. It's a good like your expression of spirituality and practical. I remember a lot of Christians they in their jobs they would be able to reach people too, and it was a kind of natural thing. It was good for them too. So that's good. Maybe you're just doing too much. For me, the crypto thing is I just see Krishna in it. I do have to be a little careful. I mean, you know, be careful not to get too involved in it because I don't want to be too involved in it because I have this. This is the priority. Um, but I'm also have this thing that I think, no, maybe if money comes or something, then it can help the devotees. Make it easier for them, like for you and for like Amy and stuff, so they don't have to. Because I know you guys want to do more of this. I don't know. I'm just thinking, who knows? What happened? Did you want to go ahead there? You want to say something, Lolita?
Yeah, Krishna will advise her how to find the balance. I experienced it myself. It's also a growing process. You get more and more advice.
Yeah,
And she stays close. That's the most important thing. Even
yeah,
if she can't be there all the time, she knows that.
yeah,
I always
yeah,
repeat.
yeah. Well, you could see Krishna stays with her, and
Yeah,
even
yeah,
though she can't come all the time, so that's
yeah,
nice, and it keeps her
absolutely.
inspired.
Mm.
Yeah,
A
Thank you,
faith,
guys.
and
yeah,
um, and gratefulness.
yeah, yeah. At least we got, this is the thing. At least we got this sadhu sangha, and it's working as long as it's working. So it's beautiful. I mean, the Lord is how can this not get increasingly better for everyone and everything? Because that's the way the Lord is. He's, devotional service makes more and more auspiciousness for the world and for ourselves, for everybody. It's just by the Lord's nature. And his auspiciousness is spiritual. It gives the highest benedictions, the greatest happiness. It gives immortality. So anyway, we're just on that path. I mean, I just love coming here every day, and multiple times. I look forward to this more than anything. I look forward to chanting more. To me, that is gold. To me, to look forward to chanting the Hare Krishna mantra that's treasure to me. It's like to look forward to chant that name with taste, because I know what it is not to taste it, the name. It's horrible, actually. Not to have the taste, the love behind the name, and the relish. And so to me, that is treasure and gold. I don't ever want to lose that. Let me be a pauper, but never lose that taste. Yeah. So yeah. So it's don't worry. What I've learned about Radha and Krishna, they love giving presents, and it's always better than what you can even expect. This is new age people. They just expect this good thing and that good. This is beyond that. You just love them. Just love dealing with them, love being with them, love following the path that they set here, the highest path, and all will be well in our lives. And the lives of that we touch with others. Really, that's it. All hatred comes out. You'll be one of the persons that doesn't have any hatred in their hearts for anybody. That is something, man. That's what gives me a kind of a neutrality that's amazing. Not to hate anybody, even though I may preach like I do and seem like a hard ass sometimes. I don't hate anybody, man.
They
If you
look through
actually
dirty
see,
eyes. They look
yeah,
through dirty eyes.
yeah, 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 yeah. If I dealt with any of these guys personally, you'd see a whole different thing. But maybe. Okay, so anything else there, Shama-san? Yeah, okay, let me read another verse here. And so these sannyasi roots all sprouted from the trunk of the tree. Thus the tree stood steadfastly on the strength of these 9 roots. And that's why we're effective here. See, that's the whole thing, is to build the 300, those who are really clear, very clear about what is this mercy and how to stay steadfastly on this path. Stay together on this. Stay with Guru. Stay with the Vaishnavas. In this way, it's steadfastly, and as long as that happens, this will continue on. See? The only reason why it falters, is because that steadfastness that loses its grip, and that's why the Lord has to continually send people at a certain points. The disciplic line becomes broken because of losing this real deep knowledge, this essence of all knowledge, and this devotion. When this devotion is gone, everything is gone. You lose the right, the right understanding. That's the problem in ISKCON. Even though Prabhupada didn't give everything, like verbally, as soon as he left, everything started to diminish because the love diminished. See? When the love is strong, the bhakti is strong, then the realization stay firm and strong and intact. You notice that? Stay firm, intact. The path is straight, it's clear. People can come and take shelter. Okay? But as soon as that love of God goes, then the realizations go. Just Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See, you can do the opposite of the verse. To those who don't worship the Lord with loving ecstasy, they do not have the real understanding. They do not have real knowledge. And that goes for most of the ISKCON and all of these things, these places. To be honest with you and frank, they're dead religions without this bhakti, pure bhakti. You're dead. It's dead. Then they have the knowledge, but they don't understand it. They have the knowledge, but don't have it. See? Because they need what we have. We are here to bring to the world. And that is factual now.
The elixir of intelligence is
Yeah,
like
exactly. So you see, this is standing steadfastly because of these sannyasi roots. Sannyasi roots is the you got the fruit of sannyas is this love of Krishna. That's sannyas, service to Krishna on the highest level. See, sannyas is supposed to represent the highest level, but it doesn't. It's the shadow of the highest level. This is sannyas, whether you're a Sudra, a Vaishya, or outside the system. If you have love of Krishna, you're that sannyasi root. Paramahamsa root. Yeah, that's the essence. Okay, maybe one more verse. I'm still on my. I think that SIM card is coming soon. With the sober and grave Paramananda Puri as the central root and the other 8 roots in the 8 directions, the tree of Chaitanya stood firmly. See every direction, wherever you are, you're in that direction. See, you're in Belgium, the people are in wherever you are, in France, in Germany, in America. This tree stands firmly because we're rooted in Guru Sadhu Shastra. See, isn't it great? We're protected by this real knowledge and real understanding. It keeps us together. That's why I preach this. I just preach, the word that keeps everything cohesive and intact. You also, when this love of God begins to manifest and you preach the word, you become the word. Your actions become the word. You stay firmly rooted in Sadhu Sangha, with Guru, with Krishna, with the real Vaishnavas. You don't budge, right? No budging. You ever see these people, like when they're in a fight or something, they're like immovable mountains. These Tai Chi masters, you try to move them, you can't move them. They're solidly grounded. See, this is what we do with this bhakti, solidly grounded on the planet. As above in Lord Chaitanya's Leela, that's above, man. Above everything. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya, above. So below. Here, on this planet again. See, bring it here solidly. See, overturn this Vaidhi thing, overturn this ISKCON thing, overturn all of that for the benefit and the welfare of others, so they can see that this is the foundation of Krishna consciousness. This is the foundation, man, not that. But that's being toppled already by the world. Look at the gurus are telling you to do that and put the mask on because they believe in the world. You're being toppled by Maya. Ain't strong enough. But this ain't being toppled by anything like that. Yeah. solid, rooted. That's what it's got to be, man. Why not, man? Love of God is strong. Makes me stronger every day. I eat it for breakfast. Literally, that is my. You didn't see me eat anything. Maybe a little cup of. I cheat a little bit. A little cup of coffee. Get things. Sometimes no coffee. This is the breakfast of champions. We do here, sadhu sangha, among glorious beings like Lalita. My strength and my inspiration. Most beautiful woman in the universe with the most beautiful bhakti. Some of you guys are coming up also. What can I say? You're all going to be so beautiful. When bhakti starts really flowery, man, you just become beautiful. You start to shine. We got a lot of shiners here, man. A lot of shiners. Okay, one more verse. See, from each branch came hundreds of sub-branches. Oh, wait. Thus the branches of the Caitanya tree formed a cluster or a society with great branches covering the universe. You see how that is? You see how that's working here? This cluster. You notice we're kind of a cluster. See? Cluster of sweetness, of beauty, of bhakti, of truth. Became like a society. We're like our little society. We have society girls here. We're society girls. It became a cluster and many branches. See, many branches. You see how you're becoming branches? You're becoming like your guru, man, with the power to spread this around. See, many branches and sub-branches. We're like in a society. See, where did Lord Caitanya say to leave that kind of society? Where? They formed a society and they stayed together. Why should it be different here? If that is happening, that's called illusion. That's Maya. That's called deviation. The Lord does how he does it. Why should he change when it works so well with Jesus Christ and Moses and Prabhupada and Lord Caitanya? Oh, now it's going to be different. You're going to be alone and do your bhajan on your own. Oh, really? We're here to show what the book looks like. We're here to show and demonstrate the book so people can understand the laws of God. Laws of God are fun. They're not mean. They're just wonderful. You get together, you have a society of devotees, you have sadhu sangha, you talk about truth, you chant holy names in ecstasy. Now that's a pretty wonderful law, because love is the fulfillment of the law. Didn't Jesus Christ say that? Well, love of Krishna. This just explains that verse a little bit better. Yes, love of Krishna is the fulfillment of the law. Isn't that amazing? No wonder Gaur Das and his friends, his merry men and women, the Robin Hoods, Robin the rich Krishna of this bhakti. See? Love of Krishna is the fulfillment of the law. The Lord said, oh boy, you fulfilled the highest law, man. I'm not expecting anything. Just keep loving me more if that's what you want. Yes, Lord, I do. If you agree, I just want to continue with this path. Love of God, love of Krishna is the fulfillment of the law. Not just love without its object. That's ungrateful. That is unclear. That is illogical. That is hiding the path still. That's lack of realization. Love of God, love of Krishna, love of Christ is the fulfillment of the law. The object, the spiritual object, means your soul is awakened. That means you are the Trinity. and Neo, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Sat Chit and Ananda. See? Same thing, same truth. So you got to look at Lolita and people like that. Is there the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit there? Come on, man, wake up, sleeping soul. Ixkan, wake your booty up. Claudius, me, do you see the Father, Son? Do you see Satchidananda there? Do you see an eternal person? Do you see true knowledge there? Do you see Ananda up the yin yang there? That's right. I'm a person. Even though you look at my house, you would think this guy doesn't no attention to details. But I look at this house is we pay attention to the details. The real house, the eternal house, house of the soul. Robin in the Hood, dancing and thieving, man. That's what we do. I always like that Robin Hood story, man. It's great, man. Robbing the rich, giving to the poor. But not robbing these riches of the world. No, robbing the rich Krishna, man, taking his jewels. Robbing that guy. That's all I do. I just plunder him every day, man.
There is enough for everybody.
What?
There is enough for everybody.
Yeah. That guy just stands there. He's just standing there. So he's picking. He's easy pickings for me now. He just stands there, and I go and I just rob him. Just plunder that Krishna. Take all his jewels. All that bhakti, man. Just grab it as much as I can fill my arms with, man, and then go and give it to the poor, hungry people, man. Anybody hungry out there? Feed the hungry. You didn't know I was I like to feed the hungry, man. People are really hungry for this. They may not know it yet, but they'll see, man, I've been starving. I didn't even know I was so skinny. I didn't know. Nobody ever told me about this kind of food before. Sure, didn't learn it in ISKCON. They gave me my food. They gave you food. It's like you're in jail, man. They give you a dish of water, man, and bread. Bread and water. Yeah, here you go. Here's all your rules. Follow these things, man. Ceremonies. Oh, we got so many, man. And money. We need lots of money to build big temples, with big deities. Expensive. We got to make them because, people are not attracted to just brass. We got to make them in gold. We need gold, We'll put a few in our pocket too, Here we give you real food, man. Easy food, easy. They teach you how to plunder Krishna an easy way. Telling you all his secrets, man. Tell you, it's great, man. I just got this source of energy. I just reach in there, man, and just scoop out this ecstatic bliss. Lolita's better at it than me. I'm her disciple now. She's my teacher. Will you accept me, Lolita, as your disciple?
Come on. I'm a thief. I'm a real thief. I know.
I notice, when I'm standing, I open my eye and she's looking somewhere. She is a thief. Teach me how to be a good thief like you.
Oh, yeah. I'm pulling out of it.
Teach me the art of stealing bliss and stealing ecstasy. I want to open my mouth and chant one name of Krishna and laugh like a madman. I have to work on it. It takes me a while, man.
This relationship has so many sides. It's so unbelievable.
Yeah. Isn't that great, man? There's just so much mercy. Yeah. All right, one more verse and then I'll be done. Let me find a good one here. Yeah, thus the disciples and grand disciples and their admirers spread throughout the entire world, and it is not possible to enumerate them all. I mean, Lord Chaitanya was so kind, you didn't have to be a disciple even. If you just liked what they did, if you like what the devotees do, if you like what we do here, let's put it personal, up close and personal, real, man. You can't get any real in bhakti devotional service, pure devotion than this. This is real, this is alive, this is here, it's now. Not not pie in the sky of many lifetimes. A pure devotional service is here. It's been given to us. See? Those who just like it, it's so powerful. Oh, they'll remember. That's why I go on Sankirtan. Those who give a smile like this, they're going to give a smile when they pass from this body to Krishna when he passes by them because they gave a smile here. He admires. Yeah, so many people admire. Every day I walk by here, and the guys, the Mexicans especially, they see us every. Oh, where you're chanting. Oh, we like this so much. There you go. There's an admirer. The Lord says, "Oh, bless you. You're blessed, man. Just by seeing the Sankirtan movement and appreciating it. Ah, my Lord's so magnanimous, even if you hate it. Yeah, oh, well, I count that as devotional service, man. We got a little poison out of you, a little bit more room for bhakti now. You come in a little closer now. Ah, very good. Yeah, throw your hatred. For every little whip you do for the devotee, you're healed, just like what it was with Jesus. Yeah, whip him a few times. Yeah, I like to take it. I like the flogging, man. Flog me, man. I don't want to pick up the thing. You do it, man. Just flog, go hard. I'll give you ammunition to flog. I'll just tell you the straight out truth, the stuff that you hide with your etiquettes and everything. I'll just give it voice. You flog me. That's okay. Like they did with Haridas. Haridas didn't flog himself. He let them flog him. The devotees are lazy, man. He's too ecstatic, man. Just say, hey, man, you got to do the flogging. You can put out all that effort, man. You didn't even want to go like this. You let them do it. And they were tired. They were exhausted trying to flog the guy. He was kept smiling at him, kind of like here. They're trying to flog me with their words. And right, Lalita keeps smiling and keeps laughing at him, man. Yeah. Isn't that amazing path? You don't even have to flog yourself, man. It's so the whole world starts flogging you, and then they become happier and happier doing it. Man. Now that's the way. That's the God that I worship, man. I like a God like that, man. He's good to everybody, man. He's good to Carl Schwab's and all that. He sees that he's doing some service for him, you know, pushing them over here. See, so thus, yeah. Okay, as a big fig tree bears fruit all over its body, each part of devotional service bore fruit. So that's what Jesus was saying, by the word. See, that word is powerful. It's a seed. It's a seed that makes this bhakti awaken. See, it bears fruit. See, all over the tree. We're the tree here, man. All over the tree, the branches, and they bear fruits. You notice? Bearing fruits, some 10-fold, some 20-fold, some 30-fold. Right? You notice that not everybody's like Lalita right away, right? Or Johan. But in due course, fruit is still coming, the fruit according to our ability. Whatever that is. Who knows how many lifetimes people have been working on stuff here. I've probably been working on this. I just come and get the Bible and boom, I'm in the kingdom of God, and Prabhupada's book's the same thing. Probably other lifetimes. So just take the mercy, man. Whatever it is, whatever you can get, man. Just keep plundering more. Learn the art of being Robin Hood. Okay, that's it. So, Lalita, give us a word. Did you like the class? Was it any good?
Yeah, of course. The question.
Give us a laugh. I should have said, just give us a laugh there, Lalita.
I loved the class, Guru Maharaj. I loved it.
Did I speak any words of truth? Did I lie? Did I have any lies in there, peppered with any lies?
I like
Hypocrisy?
everything you do, everything you say.
See, love is blind, you know. She,
Yeah, I think love
she
is
thinks
blind.
everything I do is beautiful. Yeah, see, that's love.
Yeah, true. And useful. And I love those teachings about the devotional tree.
I mean, you ISKCON become and enlighten all these blind lovers here. You know, they think everything I'm doing is really beautiful and good. Point out all the faults that you guys are seeing that they're not seeming to see. They're not seeing clearly like you guys. So you come over and you point all the faults, Gohar. He's got all kinds of faults here, man. But because they have love, they don't see any of these things, man. They see like Lord Caitanya and they don't see any faults.
Oh, it's also beautiful. We get another life. We get real life. So why would we look at other things? A perfect life. There is no room for fault finding.
Anyway, we're here to have a good time, man. That's it,
Yeah,
man. We're here to show. I mean, everybody wants to have a good time, right? I'm sure, you know, in ISKCON and Gaudiya, they like to have everybody wants. So, you know, we're here to have a good time. You know, we're having a good time. Maybe they'll become attracted gradually.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
All
found you
right.
in material ocean, said Shama. How freaking awesome is that?
Hello.
You just showed up.
I could just see how she said it. Hello.
Yeah, I can see how she's saying it.
Wake up. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's really good. It's great. Okay, so I'm going to go do my little exercise here and walk around. And thank you very much, everybody. And
Thank you,
we'll
Guru
be back
Maharaj. Thank you.
for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you, Lalita, for being here. Steadfast root.
Ah, love it. I love it. It's a lazy service, but the best one.
Yeah.
Showing actually that hearing is the most important thing you can do.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's wonderful.